Hey, what's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing, and we back at it with another boxing video. So, Leo Santa Cruz, currently a champion in two weight classes, holding two titles simultaneously, but that don't really mean nothing, cause I know for damn sure he ain't gonna um, defend that featherweight title that he has. You know what I'm saying? And he has a 130-pound title. He beat a nobody for. Leo Santa Cruz just all over the place, man. It's sad in this modern days of boxing, you can call a guy like Leo Santa Cruz a champion in three different divisions. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. Leo Santa Cruz never had a pay per view in his whole career. You would think he would have one by now. You know what I'm saying? Being that he's a Mexican fighter. You know what I mean? Based out in LA, you would have thought he'd have a pay per view out there in the Staples Center or something by now. But that looked like something of like that. Like something of a pay per view sort was going to happen for him in the form of Tank Davis. But due to this COVID-19, that time frame has been kind of put on a hold right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as when he's going to fight Tank Davis, if he's going to fight Tank Davis due to this COVID-19 pandemic. You know what I'm saying? That fight right now doesn't have too many legs, especially when the man Leo Santa Cruz is insisting that he's not going to go to 135 to fight Tank Davis. He wants to have the fight at 130. You know what I mean? Can Tank Davis still make 130 pounds? I'm sure Leo Santa Cruz is hoping he can't, but still takes the fight so he could have an advantage. So I'll read you some quotes of what Leo Santa Cruz says. He said, "quote We don't know a fight date yet. We're just waiting for all this to be over. Hopefully, this summer I can come back and fight Tank Davis. My second option, if Tank doesn't want to fight, my second option would be Gary Russell Jr." End quote. Quote, "We've been saying that I want that fight. Hopefully we get that fight, but if not, we want Gary Russell." End quote. Gary Russell and Leo Santa Cruz are about the same age, 31 years old. These guys have history in the amateurs. Gary Russell beat Leo Santa Cruz. But we haven't seen them unify in the pros, and it ain't on Gary Russell because Gary Russell has been pleading, begging, doing everything he can, even put his arms around the man Leo Santa Cruz pops and said, "Look, man, how is it that I can get close to your pops, but I never see you. You're never there. You're never nowhere to be found." You know what I mean? I've never seen these guys do a face to face, Leo Santa Cruz and Gay Russell. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Tank Davis is, I'm not sure if he can come down to 130 pounds. You know what I mean? Um, Tank Davis holds also some kind of fake belt over there at 135, a secondary belt, lower tier belt. But Santa Cruz really wants this fight, man, with Tank Davis. I'm sure because of the pay per view revenue. You know what I mean? But I don't know how serious you could take the man Leo Santa Cruz's words because he was talking on where are these chats from? It was on a live chat on the PBC Facebook page. You know what I mean? So he's basically talking to fans. So I could only take his words with a grain of salt because really and truly he's talking to fans and he's probably just telling the fans what they want to hear. These guys have been in the same division, Gay Russell and Leo Santa Cruz, for years. For years. I'd say from at least Gay Russell's been a champion from at least 2015. Leo Santa Cruz has been a champion at featherweight since about when did he fight Abner Mares? I believe in 20. The first fight with Labna Mares was on PBC on ESPN. PBC inaugurated in 2014. So in 2015, I believe, is when he fought. That's 5 years. 5 years. These guys were in the same division and they never unified. And I think everybody knows that that's on the man Leo Santa Cruz. He never wanted that fight. You know what I mean? You know, that just sounds like something Leo Santa Cruz would say. If I can't get Tank Davis at 130, then we'll get Leo Santa Cruz. Really and truly, I can guarantee you this: the majority of the boxing public would rather have this fight between Gary Russell and Leo Santa Cruz than to see Leo Santa Cruz versus Tank Davis. That's just the truth of the matter. You know what I mean? It's more of a competitive fight. It's a fight boxing fans been salivating um, for a while. You know what I mean? And for years. And I doubt Tank Davis will move back down to 130 pounds, man. The man barely made 135, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. You think the man Tank Davis is even considering boiling down, draining himself back down to 130 for Leo Santa Cruz fight? I don't think that would be in his best option, you know what I mean? And really and truly, look, I don't care to see Santa Cruz versus Tank Davis. We want Gary Russell versus the man Leo Santa Cruz. What the deal, Charlie Brown? Charlie Brown, boxing media in the chat. What's happening, man? How you doing? Big up, Charlie Brown. Go subscribe to my man channel. Salute. But like I said, most fans would rather see Leo Santa Cruz versus Tank Davis. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I'm Gary Russell. You know what I mean? Like I said, they have history together, and it's kind of personal. At least it should be on the man Leo Santa Cruz's and of it being personal, especially because of the video that Gary Russell made with his arms around Leo Santa Cruz's pops. You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. That's what's up, Charlie. All is well too, man. You know what I mean? Big up, big up. But yeah, man, Leo Santa Cruz got to do what he has to do. And if it means fighting Gary Russell, if you can't get Tank Davis, stay true to your word, man, because Gary Russell been looking for that smoke. You know what I mean? Guys of the same age, and Tank Davis ain't coming back down to 130, man. You know what I mean? So just forget about it. You know what I mean? I think your plan B of fighting Gary Russell is more realistic and more likely, and something that could be made without no problems because Gary Russell wants anybody with the pulse, you know what I mean, to get up in the ring with them. So we shall see what Leo Santa Cruz, man, if he's really about that life. I highly doubt it, just off his track record. When the last time Leo Santa Cruz fought a brother, fought a black fighter? I could probably go back to his IBF championship at bantamweight when he fought that South African dude and he won a vacant title. I haven't seen Leo Santa Cruz in there with African Americans, black American fighters, and that's just the truth, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I haven't, it seems like those guys are not part of his plan or in his career, in his plans for his career, you know what I mean? But Gary Russell is inevitable. You can't keep avoiding the guy. Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz seems like a cool guy. You know what I mean? He doesn't talk much trash, and I'm not saying fighters who do talk trash are not cool, but he seems like a humble guy, a family guy, a guy who respects his pops, and he just seems like a down to earth person. You know what I mean? I got no problem with Leo Santa Cruz personally, you know what I mean? He seems like a cool guy. I personally like him more than Abner Maris, you know what I mean? Because I know some things about Abner Maris, and that's neither here nor there. This is a video about Leo Santa Cruz, because Abner Maris is kind of irrelevant right now. He's delegated to just doing them PBC, what you call them, in studio stuff with Sean Porter and that British chick, Kate Abdo, you know what I mean? That's what Abdelmair's career has come down to. Talking about he would see something and he wanted to fight Tank Davis. Yeah. Then he seen what happened to Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence because he said, Mikey Garcia said, I see something I could exploit in Errol Spence too. Yeah, okay. Abdelmair seen what happened to his buddy Mikey Garcia, and he also had second thoughts and came up with a detached retina type stuff to get up out that fight. And to be honest, that was a great career move by Abner Maris. Stay your ass away from Tank Davis. He's a man who never even avenged your loss to Johnny Gonzalez, who was an old Johnny Gonzalez. Passed it. Look what Gary Russell did to the man. Gary, what's his name? Johnny Gonzalez, who has a mean left hook, no question about it. But when you take away his left hook, What do you have? Abner Maris, I guess, wasn't confident to go get back his belts. He never really wanted to fight Gary Russell to try and get back his belt. Leo Santa Cruz don't want that smoke neither with Gary Russell. What's Gary Russell to do? He's not talking about moving to 135 pounds. I think that's a bad career move. You know what I mean? You don't gotta jeopardize your career in order to chase fights, because at the end of the day, look what happened to Guillermo Rigondeaux when he went up to 135. He's now campaigning at bantamweight, but he went up to all the way to 130 and lost to Lomachenko. If he didn't do that, he would still be undefeated till this day. Be Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Big ups to Charlie Brown coming up in the chat. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all think about Leo Santa Cruz. Do you take his words? Do you believe him? Or you think he's just blowing hot air trying to please the fans he was talking to on the live stream? Alright, be Marsh Boxing. I'm gone. Peace.